Hey, folks, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Well, it is here in Southern California, and that means it's another hour of the Andy and Amanda Show, live from the United States and the UK. Hey, grab your vodka, your tequila, your beer, whatever it might be, and enjoy. It's the Andy and Amanda program. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Really. You're so kind. Too kind. So kind. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Live, yes, we're here in the USA and the UK. Andy and Amanda. Another week. It's the Monday show. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, you may be seated. You may be seated. Well, greetings, everybody. We're not in the USA and UK, and it is not the Monday show. Anything else?
Well, you're definitely Andy.
Back.
I'm definitely Amanda, and that's definitely Cornell on the line.
Well, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Welcome back, guys.
We'll take that.
God,
How are we doing?
Oh,
It is.
Oh, my God.
overheated.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet. I got your. We're doing fine up here. You know, I was out in Michigan, the Midwestern United States for about 5 or 6 days there, and it was a beautiful, beautiful time. It was great. Weather was great. Michigan is a beautiful state, lots of lakes, great weather, great time of year to be there. And I'm back now, and be traveling again soon, but always good to be back here and back in the LA studios, back in Los Angeles. And Amanda is, in fact, in Mexico, not in the UK. And this is Wednesday, the 15th of June, episode 400 and something. Rather, we have Cornell. What's his name there? Cornell.
Dex.
Cornell Butler, who put this whole thing together. He's back on the East Coast joining us again. Always great to have Cornell on board the Andy and Amanda show. How are you guys doing?
Oh,
How's it going?
time, guys. Oh, my gosh. I miss you guys, man. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, missed you too, darling. I had when Andy said he couldn't remember your last name, I had the sound clip popping in my head.
Really? I forgot my last name myself. The way this weather is hot. I'm like, dude.
Yes, I'm like overdone to a crisp here.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
If I was in the UK, I'd be complaining it's too cold. So,
Well, let me tell you guys.
Oh, well.
It's great to be. Yes, he's the best. It's great to guess what? I got me some chocolate ice cream with chocolate chips in it and peanut butter.
Cornell.
Just to cool me off.
Oh, I'm so jealous right now.
Oh, my God.
Sounds good. That sounds very good. It does. Hey, folks, you're welcome to join our show. All you guys do is pick up your cell phone, your phone, or you can maybe even join us online and simply dial
30-330-30-330 or 303-330.
Andy, I think that's the wrong number. I really think that's the wrong number.
Oh, I
Did we
love
change that number?
It's 30330.
330.
And you do live very well.
Well, thank you. We do our
Yes,
best.
actually,
Thank you.
Biden was in Philadelphia this week.
Oh, was
He was in Los Angeles this week. How can one focus be in two
really?
places at the same time, I ask?
Well,
Wow.
Well,
he wasn't in Mexico as far as I know.
No, he was in L.A. I was here. His Air Force One touchdown in my backyard. No, Air Force One touchdown here at LAX, and he came here for the Summit of the Americas, which was in Los Angeles. And he was here for almost a week, and that's when I went to Michigan. But I understand that traffic. I mean, LA just blocks everything when the president comes to town. It's unreal. I've been in other cities before, and it's inconvenient for a few minutes, and the motorcade comes by, but in LA, it's like they block off all the entrances and exits to the ramps that lead to anywhere the president is, and it's just a mess. It's a mess. But,
wow.
They do their hair also too. Oh my God.
Do they?
Imagine if you're on a road and that happened and you need gas.
Yeah.
Oh.
I want to be clear. I'm not going nuts.
Well, you shouldn't be blocking off the roads then. That's what I have to say. You know.
I can't get no gas because the roads are blocked.
Oh, it's crazy, isn't it? We have a similar situation go down when the Queen comes in rolling into town, though she's probably not doing much rolling these days from what I've heard. But, yeah, like in my small town of Cheltenham, we have a big race course, and everybody from all over the world and just comes to Cheltenham for the races. The Queen visits and watches the races, so it's quite a big event, and literally the whole town just gets chaotic and manic, and everybody's renting rooms in their houses out to people coming over to stay and trying to make some extra money. And yeah, it's a big thing, big thing. You get all the high rollers come in, celebrities fly in, and yeah.
Man.
Yes.
That must be something. And I imagine that she even draws more attention than Boris Badenov, or what's his name over there.
I'd like to think so. But the poor old bird, bless her, she couldn't even really attend her own jubilee that we've just had, honouring her wonderful life that she's had and how long she's been on the throne. And this is the first time she's not been able to attend because... How long has
she... What'd she have? A little chilly this morning. How long has she been on the throne?
Well, not the toilet, of course, but the actual, other throne.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Hey, Andy, she's probably been on the throne. I mean, on the throne since you was a baby.
Oh.
Yeah, she's been on there a long time. It's the platinum one, which is she's the longest reigning queen or royalty in the UK ever. So yeah, she's 94 years old now, bless her. And yeah, she's
94 years old.
Yeah,
94 years old.
Good though. She's a bit immobile at the moment. Nobody's really expressed what is actually wrong with her. She's literally missed several events that she usually goes to. She just can't get around and do it now. She's an old lady, bless her. You know?
Wow.
Yeah,
my gosh.
70 years. 70 years.
Is the Queen is pretty popular there, am I right? She's pretty
Oh yes.
Yeah,
very much so. I mean, like I expressed to you before that I think the UK went through this transition. So back in the day when, before the likes of Prince Harry and the other one. What's his name?
William, right? William?
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's one of those days. So, yeah.
If you don't like it, I'm going to whoop you.
Yeah, that's what you think. It is.
Right.
Yeah, before they showed up, the public didn't have much faith in royalty then. We weren't huge fans. Of course, you had the die-hard traditional people who love royalty, and they would just, praise them, but the general public really didn't care. And then when everything happened with Princess Diana, God bless her, she had the boys, and then the tragic incident that took her life, everything shifted in the UK. Everything shifted.
Wow.
The boys started showing that they were like her, and everybody loved it. They were like, oh my God, the boys are just like her. They're going to do amazing things, and they have been, bless them. So yeah, everybody's just more on the, we support royal family now. So, yeah, it's in a way, it's a nice thing to see,
Man. That's one person that would be really fascinating, in my opinion, to meet. I think.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Am I kidding me?
No, I mean, let's meet the Queen.
Common opinion in the US, from what I've heard, is as soon as people start talking about the Queen of England and royalty, they're like, I really don't give a fuck about them. They don't want to know.
Well, Washington.
Although she does have a very nice figure.
Well, figure it. Imagine how rich she is.
I'll tell you. Hey, folks, our number to get on board here is 515-605-9888. Again, you can email the show at andyandamandaShow@gmail.com. Let us know your thoughts, opinions, what you'd like to talk about. We'd love to have you on board here, and you can also email the show and let us know you want to get on board. We'll send you a link to join us over the internet. All you need is headphones and a microphone or whatever. But it's easy to get on board. Sometimes people do, sometimes they don't, but and everywhere in between. Get quite a few callers or no callers, and if you want to join us, you're free to do so. Also, sometimes people kind of hear us on the internet and they say, "Hey, I'm going to call the number because I can hear the show more clearly over the phone," and they just want to listen, and that's okay if you want to do that too. So, You call the number, and they'll get put on hold automatically. You can hear the show live, and if you'll get picked up, and if you just want to hear the show, just let us know, and we'll keep on hold, and you can listen to your heart's content why you'd want to do so. I don't know. I don't know.
These people are sick.
Yeah.
No.
Very sick.
Oh,
I gotta tell you.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Things look like they're to normal here in Mexico regarding the water situation. God. Literally. You remember I mentioned on the previous shows that there's been water issues, right? So, literally, I kid you not, since yesterday, the water pressure has fully come back and they have not turned it off. And in between that whole time, they were turning it off for like 12 hours a day. And
wow, say it again, sis. I'm sorry.
12 hours a day they were shutting off the water for.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and of course we've had the raging heat here, so people were running out to get the drinking water from the local water points that they have here in Mexico, and you had to go at a certain time because that's when they refilled the fresh water. So you couldn't even get fresh water to drink from the usual places because, and if you bought it in the store, you were paying 3 times the price than getting it from the water points. So it was very, very chaotic and very, very annoying. But finally, it looks like we're back to normal. And according to various people here in Mexico, the word on the street is that the water board were stopping the water because of a virus in the water. Some white stuff was coming out in the water. I didn't see any white stuff here at all. So they wanted to cleanse the water. And somebody else was saying, no, they're closing down the actual reservoir and emptying it because they want to build there. So there's conflicting stories circulating all around Mexico about it. So who knows? Who knows? But yeah, it is what it is. All back to normal. Yeah.
That's unbelievable. Yeah. How I got your I know. So how are you making out down there? I mean, it's hot. There's no water. I mean, what the hell?
Well, it was hard to keep that smile at one point because you're just so hot, and obviously we're taking like several cold showers a day just to maintain because the humidity has been ridiculous. And so that was a bit of a kick, and I kind of going back to the simplicity of things. We were filling up these big plastic tubs of water, and using that to wash and brush your teeth and flush the toilet. I mean, it was
the simple things, right?
Yeah, the simple things. Takes you back to your roots, of humanity. But I mean, we got water, and every time it was turned on, I was very, very thankful, and it made you appreciate the situation. So, that can't be a bad thing.
Well, I'm glad you're hanging in there. You're headed back to the UK next month.
I am.
Holy smokes!
Oh my God, I'm so fast. I'm heading back too, Andy.
Yeah, come on.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, seeing everybody. And temperature's going to be slightly less than it is here, so that's going to be very comfortable temperature to deal with. And a lot of fun. Yeah. But I guess good things are happening in the UK, so.
Yeah. Well, I heard Bart Badenoff's had a couple more parties. A lot of people are having a fun time. Yeah.
Didn't even get invited.
Yeah, we didn't get invited. I was going to say the same thing. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know, right? That's just twisted. I mean, he's got it all wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know that Fauci got tested for a COVID positive? Fauci's
Are you
got
serious?
COVID. Seriously.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that something?
What's all this going around about monkeypox?
Yeah, that's the newest one.
Yep.
You start sounding like a monkey. You start, I don't know. How's a monkey go? I don't know. Whatever.
That might explain these things.
I don't even know. I don't want nobody to say, oh, that guy, he's on the JJ might say, oh, he on the show acting like a monkey.
Okay, there you go. That was good. That was good.
Yeah, right.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, Tony, Anthony Fauci. Yeah. Oh God. Don't get me started. He's the the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases and President Biden's chief medical advisor. He's tested positive for COVID after all this time.
Wow.
Mild symptoms. He's been boosted twice. Hey, everybody in my immediate family has had COVID right now. All of us. We've all been vaccine boosted. So,
wow. Yeah. I think my mother, sister, brother-in-law, and little nephew has had it. My mother has evaded it. I don't know how she's managed to, considering she was around them a lot. And obviously, I've not had COVID. So, I don't know. I don't know if there's any more extended. Oh, yes, my other sister had COVID, and my nieces had COVID. So, yeah, pretty much most of the family, like you said. Yeah.
You guys been following what's going on with the January 6th congressional hearing? It's been televised. Anybody see any of that so far? It's been very interesting.
No. What's been happening?
It's fascinating. Well, there's so much evidence. Just something we could dedicate a whole program to it. There is so much evidence that Trump knew that he lost the election, and no big surprise. And he lost big time. He lost it by significant. And when his own advisors and aides in the White House during the the election coverage saw that Arizona went to Biden legitimately. All the polls were legitimate, not just Arizona. They pretty much knew the writing was on the wall, and he was told by his campaign manager, his attorneys, his advisors that the outcome was not going to be in his favor. And what he did is he fired everybody and hired an inebriated Rudy Giuliani, who was drunk at the time, and told him to just declare victory anyway. And tell him the election was stolen and rigged, and he went on, and of course we know, we saw Rudy Giuliani in his press conference in front of the porn store in Philadelphia with the oil drumming out of his head, whatever it was, and all the lies, and that attorney, forget that woman's name, who's I don't know, some kind of unqualified attorney to be there anyway. I don't care what her name was, but.
Right.
They were all advising him, and caused all this controversy and all this fabrication of the election being stolen when his own top advisors and campaign manager knew that it wasn't. It was real. He lost the election, and then he went on to boast about it being stolen, and the rest is history. And of course, leading up to January 6th, and there's just so much evidence that he knew about this thing. He was at the White House for hours watching this whole thing unfold, when he was being pleaded with by family members, by Congress members, to put a stop to this. Only you can put a stop to this. These are your people. They're carrying Trump flags. They're carrying Confederate Army flags. You can stop this thing. And they didn't. And he didn't, rather. And, if he doesn't get indicted on the crime of insurrection and other things, he went on to raise $250 million after the election to fund his defense and actually not his defense, to fund his court battle proving the election was stolen, and it got rejected from 63 courts, federal, regional, local, national court. It was rejected by federal courts across the country 63 times, and that $250 million that people gave him out of their own pockets is who knows where. Is it in Trump's pocket right now? Who knows where it is? And remember, he also scammed the American people, whoever participated in his Trump University, that real estate scam thing. He's a con man. He's a grifter. He's a grifter, and that's what he does. That's what he's always done. And if it were you or I or anybody else, we'd all be in jail by now. We'd be in jail. And if they don't find enough, if Merrick Garland doesn't find enough at the Department of Justice to indict him, at least give him a hearing, at least give him a trial. If they do not do this, then we have a huge problem with our democracy. Then we have a huge issue. Huge problem.
Hey, Andy, didn't they say because he's not showing up at court, maybe there's a rumor he got to pay $10,000 a day.
Hey, what? I didn't hear that. What's that?
Do he have to pay $10,000 a day every time he don't show up at court?
Yeah, I don't know what would happen with that. Yep. Who knows? We don't know. But the only thing, it's just been unbelievable to me. If you stay tuned to the January 6th committee's hearings, see all the never seen before videos, never heard before interviews, depositions, with even the attorney general, who people said, this attorney general is like Trump having his own lawyer. The attorney general, and even he said that there's absolutely no evidence anywhere of this election ever being stolen. He never saw it, and of course he left. He resigned, but there's nobody around him in any serious capacity whatsoever that advised him that the election was stolen or agreed with him that it was. Everybody, to the contrary, said you lost, and he has such a small but strong base of supporters that made so much noise, and no one believing that it was stolen and it was rigged. And you hear Giuliani saying, we have proof that in the middle of the night trash trucks of ballots were brought into polling places, and and Biden's account went way up, and there's internet connectivity between the voting machines, and they switched all the votes from Trump to Biden. I mean, my God, it's just unbelievable. And then you hear all of these sworn testimony by people close to the president at that time, his advisors, his attorneys, attorney general, and it goes on and on and on, that say, no, there was never any evidence of any of that. It was all made up. It was all fabricated. And look what it did to this country. Look what happened on January 6th, which ended up being a deadly confrontation on January 6th. If he is not indicted, I don't know what we're going to, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know. Anyway.
On a feeling scale, do you feel it's going to happen? Because I don't.
I think, what I think? It could just be what I wish for, but I really do think somewhere that they're not going to let him go this time. This guy has gotten away with so much, and if he does it again, then it truly does show the president is, in fact, above the law of the United States. The rules of the United States, the rules that made our country, do not apply to the president of the United States. He can do whatever he wants and get away with anything he wants. That's what it says. If they don't get him, and I don't think this time, because there's such a huge listening for this. There's so many people watching for this that I think there'd be a huge outcry if they just let him go and here it is. Thanks, goodbye, move on. And of course, you hear the Republican. I only say Republican. I'll say conservative commentators, because in fact there's some excellent, bright, intelligent, well thought out Republican commentators who are real, and they're very far and few between, but they're there. So let's talk about the conservative commentators who say, well, when Antifa protests, you ever see congressional hearings about the destruction of property? We're not talking about, first of all, Antifa is not a group of people. It's a philosophy of political thought. It's an ideology. It's not. There's no head of Antifa. It's not even. They label like a group. They label Antifa like it's a group. It's not a group. Like the Proud Boys is a group. It's right. Yeah.
Then they catch some of these guys coming from oh my gosh, I can't think. The Martians stopped them. The Proud Boys.
They count some Martians. What about Martians? What?
The Martians stopped the Proud Boys or something like that. No, they had a situation that they arrested a couple Proud Boys that was on their way to start some stuff. Oh my gosh, I gotta look it up. Let me get it up right now.
Yeah, I know you're not thinking. You never do.
That was a bit blown about.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, right.
I am just as bad. When you try and think of a subject, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this situation. God knows you know this, Andy. But I mean, come on, all three of us. If anybody listening, when you're put on a spot to do maybe anything where you're talking to a lot of people, we know we have a lot of listeners listening to us while on God knows why, but you enjoy it. You seem to enjoy it, and you bring up these interesting subjects, and you know what you want to say, and then the words just evade you, and then you're just in the mind block several times, and then, and then he comes back to you late in the conversation with a light bulb moment. Aha, that's what I wanted to say. But of course, the conversation moved on since then.
Right.
Yeah.
After the show, right?
Yeah.
You think of it after the show.
Trump issued a 12-page statement saying that the election was stolen after this last hearing. 12 pages.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Wow.
That dude.
Yeah. And he's now, we're
negotiating with the Taliban.
Yeah, he's got to go somewhere. He's got listening somewhere. Somebody's got to agree with this guy.
Yeah.
So now he's, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. I give up. But it's kind of interesting to watch. What's kind of happened on Thursday is this is going to be interesting too, because you hear these people yell, "Hang Mike Pence," and you hear Donald Trump prior to that saying if Pence doesn't, for the most part, and not in these exact words, but thwart or stop the ceremonial validating of the electoral ballots that in ceremony only, put the next president into office, because it's already done. The votes are in. He's there. So it's really a matter of ceremony that the vice president presides over. And Trump said that if he didn't stop this procedure from happening, that he'd be very disappointed in him. Very disappointed. And so now you got all these Capitol rioters saying "Hang Mike Pence," and they construct a noose. Hang Mike Pence, they're all yelling. They construct a noose. So on Thursday, it's going to be very interesting, because what we're going to see is you're going to see them make the case that Trump's pressure campaign on what's his name, Pence, to overturn the 2020 election directly contributed to the attack. You're going to see them make the case for that and put Mike Pence's life in danger. Yeah, the president did that. So Thursday's going to be fabulous. You're going to see the focus on this, and the pressure presented to Pence by his boss, the president at that time, Donald Trump. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
We're going to recap. We'll talk more about it. But Friday's show. I was going to say maybe on Friday we'll kind of sum up what we've seen so far, but not yet. We'll wait till it's all over maybe. But here's the deal. Friday's show, we're bringing back a phenomenal guest who was on the show, I want to say about a month ago, or just over maybe, a guy by the name of Michael Tinhorn, who is a David Bowie-inspired singer-songwriter who's been just doing incredibly well, plays beautifully, has amazing musicians surrounding him, including the keyboard player who played with David Bowie his entire professional career, Bowie for 35, 40 years, I think it was, from the early days through just before Bowie's death. And he's, by the way, going to be joining us on our show in the not-too-distant future as well, which will make it, I remember those early David Bowie concerts. I was at the Tower Theater when they recorded David Bowie live, and seeing David Bowie at the Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. And we all remember Aladdin Sane and Ziggy Stardust and Ground Control and Major
Tom Cruise.
Thank you, Tom Cruise. Yeah, that tune. Yeah. But anyway, this guy was the keyboard player. Michael, was it Marks? Anyway, that's not his name. Oh, you got to forgive me here. I forget. But anyway, what's his name?
Yeah, what we were saying.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
His name is JJ.
Oh, God. If in doubt.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, actually, seriously, no. But his name is Mike Garson, and he was with Bowie forever and a day, and he's going to make and what we're going to talk about when he comes on is not only his career with David Bowie, which is fabulous, but he has played with our guest Friday, Michael Tinhorn. He's phenomenal. But we're going to talk about his own works which he's been doing as a singer-songwriter, jazz musician, and keyboard player, pianist, and he'll be joining our show. So stay tuned on the Andy and Amanda Blog Talk. You go to blogtalkradio.com/Andy and Amanda Show, and you'll see the upcoming shows posted so far, and also have links to over 430 or whatever it is episodes that we've done over the past 2 years. And speaking of 2 years, it's about 2 years ago, Amanda. I have to look at the exact date. I know it's coming up if it isn't already, that you actually joined the Coast to Coast show. You actually joined us here, thanks to Cornell, or what's his last name again?
Butler.
Cornell Butler.
Cornell Butler. I'm just can't resist. Yeah, Cornell Butler, of course. But anyway, Cornell put this whole show together, this Andy and Amanda show, and that's how we are all here. And some of you might already know this, but none of us have ever met. Cornell and Amanda met via the music biz. They go back many years. Amanda and I met by doing the show. We've never met in person. None of us have met in person.
It's about 18 years now, bro.
18 years. And you know what's so crazy?
What's that?
We got 5 years. What?
Yeah.
Me and Amanda met each other off of MySpace.
Yes.
Space. What space was that?
That space.
It was our
MySpace.
MySpace. Remember MySpace?
Oh,
God, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. That was crazy. I even remember our conversation, bro. It's just mad.
Really? What did we talk about?
I remember the conversation. I just don't remember who contacted who. But you were talking about a rapper who we both know very well. And you asked me to listen to his music and give you my honest opinion of what we would think of it in the UK. And then we hit it off right from there.
Yeah, and then you did an artwork for the rapper.
Yes, that's right. It's amazing, isn't it?
And then let me tell you how me and Andy met. How did we met? Andy, we met through a guy, and we met by you coming onto the show. The one that we had. I came on. Not a guest. You came on.
Yeah, you came on, and then you introduced the show to Amanda, or introduced Amanda to the show, however you, and then Amanda just had great chemistry here, and
yes,
it has been the highlight of the show ever since she joined it, no doubt. And it's really the brains behind this whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's been over 400 some episodes, thousands of listeners all over the world. We just announced new countries that joined us our last show. And we're 28 countries now, or 5. I don't know. We have listeners in. Some download the show, or listen to the show, live, and others who download the show via podcast. And where's our podcast? iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Pandora, Spotify. All these major players carry the Andy and Amanda show, and you can listen to quite a few episodes. And some of them are, we like to think that they're all kind of fun. Some we just kind of figure out what we want to talk about. Some are more focused and with outrage and anger about what's going on in the country and politics and life. And some are spoofy and funny and comical, and we have great guests, and we've interviewed some fabulous people on the show. And as I just mentioned a few minutes ago, we're going to have a bunch of more just great guests joining us in the near future. So
absolutely,
spread the word. I mean, the Andy and Amanda show. Tune us in. If you can't tune us in live, we are Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. There are some exceptions because we do have other things we do in life as well. But for the most part, we're 9 p.m. East Coast time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And whatever time that is, wherever you live in the entire world, then figure it out. And go to blogtalkradio.com, Andy and Amanda show, and tune us in live. Or you can hear the podcast after it's done. This is not produced as a podcast, although it is distributed as such after we're done the live show. We are a live call-in show. Again, the call-in the show, we're 515-605-9888. And if you'd like to come on the show, hey, email us, andyandamandashow@gmail.com. Let us know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let us know why you want to come on. We'll probably deny you, but Make a shot. No, seriously, we'd love to have you on.
Hey guys, what do you think about the gas prices?
Holy crap!
Ridiculous.
It's ready for this. It is like I've seen $7 a gallon here in LA.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, in the mid sixes, not unusual. High fives, low sixes, not unusual. As we know, I do drive a Tesla Model 3, and it cost me $20 to fill her on up with 300-mile range thereabouts. And I pass these gas stations, just scratching my head. The only thing I've ever replaced in my car, or only thing I've done mechanically to my car, has been to change the windshield washer fluid. That's all I've ever done. And yeah, it's you gotta pay to play. They're not cheap. They're not super expensive. I guess it's all relative, but they're not cheap cars. I think the average Tesla, even Model 3, Model Y, are somewhere between high 40s, mid 60s now. But when you think about the savings of fuel, you think about the saving of gas, which is significant, especially right now. You also think about zero maintenance. The incredible long warranty that the car comes with, just amazing, 100,000, it's just amazing warranty. The fact it's the safest car in the world right now, the Tesla Model 3 and Y. They're the highest safety ratings in the world of any car ever made. And also, when you drive off the lot from the Tesla store after you take delivery, these cars maintain their value or increase in value because there's right now a 3 to 6 month waiting period to get a Tesla if you ordered one today. Used cars in demand. And if I wanted to put my car up for sale right now via, I don't know, Edmunds or whatever, I'd get what I paid for it or more. They're going for what you paid for the car or more. So after you drive your car off the lot, instead of bam, you now have a depreciating asset big time. Good luck getting anything back on it. Compared to what you paid, that is. The Teslas actually maintain and hold their value, and they do not pollute the environment when they drive. And
well, yeah, I'm all for that. And, that JP Morgan Bank has been pretty much popping up everywhere because they're one of the biggest funders and supporters of fossil fuels. So there's been, scientists and lots of academics showing up for protests and stuff like that, and giving them the cold hard facts that we could possibly face extinction within a couple of years if they don't resort to do something now. Whether JP Morgan's going to listen, I don't know, but highly doubt it. But it's silly, isn't it?
Yes. Hey, Amanda, what's the gas prices over Mexico?
I think it was, I looked at the price the other day as I was passing on the bus. It works out as about £1, I think, £1 a litre, or they don't do litres over here, do they? Or is it gallon? I don't know what the conversion is, whether it's litres or gallons. In the UK, it's measured by litres. So, it's whatever much a litre. So yeah, I was quite surprised actually. I thought, it's fairly cheap.
Well, it's $4.90 here.
Wow. Okay. That's incredible. I'm sure it was that. I could be completely wrong, but I'm sure that's what it said on the sign when I passed the petrol station. Well, I say petrol, the gas station, you guys call it, but yeah. I'll double check that. But I'm convinced that's what it was. I was trying to work it out in my head, the exchange rate.
I thought you said sexual station. What station? I was like, sexual station.
Sexual station.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your local pop-up porn hub.
Yes. You think it now? We can.
Oh my God.
Sexual station.
Sexual chocolate.
Oh, I remember that. Oh, that is legit. Oh, that is.
Hey, we're going to pick up a call. We got a call coming in from northern Nebraska. Let's get this caller here. Here we go. Wait, happy belated birthday to you.
Hey, Andy, how are you?
Doing great.
Oh,
hi, Amanda.
Hey,
how are you?
A voice I love.
Nebraska. Now that's even funnier. I'm like, Nebraska.
I was about to make a joke about that. I was like, what? I was expecting somebody from there, and then Lisa popped on with it.
This is not a Nebraska accent, huh?
Right? It's a Nebraska, New York accent.
Yeah.
I don't even know
how
what a
was
Nebraska
Savannah,
accent was.
Georgia?
I didn't go to Savannah. I went to Beaufort, North Carolina, out at the coast here at North Carolina. So I didn't go to Savannah for my birthday. Yeah, it's beautiful out there. I've never been. That was my first time out there. Beautiful on the Outer Banks area.
The Outer Banks. That's what I was going to say. The outer limits there, whatever you call it. Yeah.
The Outer Banks. Yeah, it was beautiful. Historic there. It's really pretty. Went where the horses were. They brought me over to this little island called Shackleford Banks. And they have the wild ponies out there. It was beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah, really enjoyed it. Had a good time.
Fabulous, darling.
Of course, fabulous. I ate at this place called Moonrakers right on the river because you're on the Neuse River there at Beaufort. And it was just beautiful. I mean, literally, you're right on the river. You're just sitting out there enjoying a nice drink and fish, of course. You got to have seafood when you're out at the coast.
And Lisa was kind enough to send me the pictures, and I was just like, oh my goodness, that looks absolutely gorgeous.
It was, and it was a beautiful day. It wasn't like it's been here like 95 like everywhere else in the southern United States here. So it was like 85 when I was there last week or, 10 days ago. So, and you have a slight breeze off the ocean. You know, always you'll get that ocean breeze. So it's like really, really nice.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, had a great birthday.
Wow. They say the fried chicken over there is awesome.
Oh,
I don't know about that.
Perhaps what has happened is that what we did brought it about.
Yes.
Yes.
Fried chicken? What the hell is that? Not at the coast. Oh my God.
South make the best fried chicken.
Oh.
I don't know, man.
Some of my judgments were wrong, and some were wrong.
I love fried chicken, man. I love fried.
Oh, guess what I got for dinner the other night? Guess what I had in Michigan?
What you had, Andy?
Goodness, the mind boggles.
Let me think.
What?
Wait a minute, I just forgot. Oh yeah. I had a big. We went out and got a big container of Kentucky Fried Chicken, mashed potatoes, green beans, gravy.
Yeah.
It was really good. It was good. One thing I'm disappointed about, we had a couple months ago Kentucky
Extra
Fried
crispy,
Chicken.
I hope.
I think so. I didn't get it, but it was really. I was surprised it was so good. But here's the interesting thing. A couple months ago, because I've got my kids are vegetarian and or vegan. I can't keep it straight. One's vegan, one's vegetarian. But anyway, they went out and picked up Impossible Chicken, whatever it was, vegan fried chicken. It was absolutely phenomenally great. You would not know the difference. It was made, I guess, from soy or whatever, but it tasted identical. Even better than a fried chicken, right? And we got a few boxes of it. It was incredible. So they actually went to KFC out in Michigan to pick up dinner. They went there with the intention of getting the vegan chicken bucket.
Yeah.
And they said there wasn't enough demand for it, and they stopped making it. No more. I'm like,
no
man.
Way.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the question has popped up in my mind.
I'm not blaming anybody for that.
About these places that, predominantly sell and cook meat, selling vegetarian and vegan foods. It's like, does it get cooked in the same oil? Does it not? How do we know?
That view is the right one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, could their food be in contact with the other meat? And there's a lot of people against that. I know for sure. But
I know if you go to like AAA, what's it called? Not AAA. What do they call it? The Tex-Mex. Chipotle.
Chipotle.
What's it called? Chipotle.
I love that place, man. Oh my God.
When you go there, no, wrong place. Not Chipotle. My mistake. Blaze Pizza. Blaze Pizza is amazing pizza chain here in California. It is really, really good. And I mean, really, you build your own pizza, 1 topping, 2 topping, whatever, not real expensive.
Oh, I've
really
been there
good.
before, Andy. Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
They had one in Pearl.
Yeah, Blaze Pizza is great. And when you go there, and you can get a vegan pizza there, and that's absolutely, I'm not vegan, and I got to tell you, the vegan pizza is fabulous. You go there, and if you ask for vegan pizza, they ask you if you want them to wear gloves, when they make your vegan pizza, because they've been in contact with cheese and other things.
That's
and
the way it should be. Yeah,
most people say don't worry about it. I've seen some people say sure, yeah, go ahead. But that is the way it should be. And because Burger King even right now has the Impossible Burger. It's the same price point I think as the Whopper. And I don't think I've had one yet. Have I had one? I should try it. But
I had one. I really didn't like it. I really didn't.
You didn't? Yeah.
There's a chicken place in San Diego, and I don't know if it's in other places in the U.S., and I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's hugely popular there. Apparently, it's like the best fried chicken there.
It's not the chain of Popeyes, Louisiana chicken, is it? Is it Popeyes or no?
No, it's not Popeyes. It's got, I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Church chicken?
No, although I've heard Church's chicken is phenomenal too. Damn, I wish I could remember the name of it. It keeps popping up in these YouTube videos I see, and it's just like, oh, that looks really good. And then, I mean, the chicken looks class. I mean, just thick pieces of chicken, and everybody's like raving about it. But
is it Crown Royal? That's what I'm saying. Crown Royal, that's a liquor. No,
you know what? I'm going to look online whilst we're having this conversation, and then if I suddenly spring out with a chicken name, you know what it is.
See if you can find it. Here in California, I think as far east as Nevada, we have In-N-Out. A lot of people have heard of In-N-Out, even though they've never been to one. I think the best fast food burgers there are just amazingly good. And here's the interesting thing. I think it's $3.85 for a cheeseburger or whatever it is. And you can also get a double bubble, not a double whatever, like a double burger, whatever it is there. But anyway, if you go to Shit Shack, not Shit Shack, what's the place called? The chain. No, it's not called Shit Shack. It's called Shake Shack. Shake Shack. Yeah. Shake Shack. The burgers at In-N-Out are better than Shake Shack. Shake Shack is not cheap. That little thin little patty they give you for $6 or $7, whatever it is, and it's like the In-N-Out burger. It's like, it's not cheap. Hey, I got an idea. Why don't you folks who are listening to the show, either live or podcast, email us, andythemandershow@gmail.com. Let us know your favorite fast food restaurant and what food you like at that fast food restaurant and why. We'll kind of discuss the results on the show. Let us know your favorite fast food restaurant. Email us at andyandamandershow@gmail.com and let us know. We'll talk about, I've been doing some traveling recently, and on the highway I've stopped when I'm charging my car. Usually just one charging stop over long distances, which is great. But anyway, where you do stop and charge is always like malls and restaurants and things, which kind of make the charging experience much more interesting and pleasurable. And when I stop, I'm usually at you got an In-N-Out, or I've been to Carl's Jr. Anybody ever heard of Carl's Jr.?
Yes.
I've had burgers there just because I'm on the highway. I'm a little hungry, and that was surprisingly good, really good. And also about a month ago, long time, I had since so long, I actually had a Wendy's hamburger, which was pretty darn good.
Oh,
it was pretty darn good. Yeah,
I like
it was pretty good. Yeah,
we've got Wendy's in the UK, I think. Not many of them.
I think you do. Yeah. I like Burger King. I don't know how they grill their burgers. It's not like McDonald's. Much, much, much better than McDonald's. You can't even compare, I think. But I like Burger King burgers. And it's not like I'm this hamburger aficionado. I certainly am not. I eat red meat maybe once a month, unless I'm on the road or doing something like that. But I'm not a big red meat eater at all. I eat a lot of salmon, a lot of chicken, a lot of vegetables. I eat a whole lot of vegetable stuff because my family, that's all they make. But I enjoy a good hamburger, and in L.A. there's a couple of places, I don't know how big this chain is or if it's just a few of them, called Slater's 50-50 Burger. Slater's 50-50 Burger. Probably the hamburgers there is. I mean, really, really, really good. For those of you in the L.A. or California area, check out Slater's 50-50. I'm not sure if there's one. I don't know how big the chain, or if there's a chain. There's one in Pasadena, I know, that I've been to a couple of times. It's really, really good.
I found it.
What?
Chick-fil-A.
What is it?
What?
Of course.
Oh,
Chick-fil-A.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have them here. Yeah.
We
do
People
too,
rave
man.
about it.
Oh my gosh, they have the best chicken sandwich in the world.
They do.
I've heard that. Yes. It's
Yes.
like, oh my
And
goodness,
the
I
sauce,
see it.
oh my gosh.
Really? Really?
Yes.
Their food looks great
Yeah.
from what I see. Very nice. Very nice. There we go. We got there in the end.
I got a question for you. Who remembers
Yeah.
Arthur Treacher's Fish and Chips fast food restaurant?
I
Yes.
do.
Yes. Oh my
Yes.
God! That's like a blast from the past.
You remember them? Arthur Treacher's?
Yes.
That was really good,
yeah.
as I recall. Wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yes,
that was
it
a
was.
Northeast chain, pretty much like Philadelphia, New York, I guess, up in that area.
I went to college in Daytona Beach, Florida, and there was one right down the street from my apartment building, which I think I went to just once or twice. But anyway, I just remember it being really good. And I love fish and chips. A lot of times when I'm traveling or taking ferries somewhere, and you go to ferry terminals, especially up in Seattle area, man, in northwestern United States, the best fish and chips.
Well, let me ask you-
They don't beat England. Tell them, Amanda.
I know.
They don't beat England.
Okay, you're right. And I had
back that one up, Andy.
Yes,
You better back
you're right.
that one up.
In the U.S., you're right, because and I can vouch for that. I can at least I can vouch for that because I have been in the UK and had fish and chips there, and the best. Yes. You know what else is really good there? Is they're like beef pies or beef stew pies, whatever you call them.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got, obviously in the US you got the pot pies, and we got all our own versions of those. And
Yeah.
we've also got like the shepherd's pie and
Shepherd's pie. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Cumberland pie, which is not too different from each other. And one's just got cheese and the other one hasn't, and the meat is different. But oh my goodness, yes. And we do sausage and mash here, which is a huge deal over here as well, because the sausages are thick and proper meat. You know, they're not like the weenie kind of sausages or, you know, some of the sausages that you can get there in the US and even Mexico. It's proper sausage, and it's incredible. And we do the onion gravy to accompany it as well, which is delicious. Beautiful. If you ever tried any kind of gravy, put fried onions in it, and just let it like cook for a moment with the onions in, and pour that over mashed potatoes. I kid you not, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah.
Hey, don't forget about
Amanda.
Geno's chicken.
Remember when we ate at that Red Lion Inn there in Avebury?
Yeah.
Remember that? And
yeah.
And I got the bangers and mash, and that was like, oh my God, that was like the best in the damn world I ever had.
Oh really? Wow. I'm glad to.
Compared to the U.S., and I had it in Savannah in the English pub there, and it was not good there. It's just some things are just native to a certain area or a certain country.
That's right. Yeah. Unfortunately.
And when you try to have them somewhere else, it does not work out. It's like, wait a second, this is not even like close.
Yeah, you try and replicate it, and But yeah, that was.
God, I am right now thinking. Right now, it's it's almost. Oh my gosh, it's almost 7 o'clock already. But locally, I am thinking dinner. Now, there's a Barnaby's or Blarley's or something, an Irish pub in Pasadena, which has. Thinking of that. Also, I found a Chick-fil-A in Pasadena.
Oh,
and I didn't know they were known for their chicken. I don't think I've ever been to one, to be honest with you. I've never been to one.
Oh, okay.
It says they're known for their chicken sandwich, chicken nuggets, Chick-fil-A waffle potato fries.
Yeah.
Waffle fries are the best. Oh, the waffle fries are killer. Yeah. Get the waffle fries if you go, for sure.
What does Andy do for dinner? Does he go to the Irish pub in Pasadena? Does he go to Chick-fil-A? Does he go to Burger King?
That's out of the question. You got to put Burger King out of the picture.
Get you a tuna fish hoagie.
Where?
I say the Irish pub, so forget that and get you a nice pint and be done with it.
All right, I'm with you, Lisa. I'm doing that.
Cheers, happy birthday. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah.
You guys finish the show. I'm out of here. No,
I'm out of here.
5 minutes. 5 minutes till we're out of here. And at that time, I'll be getting in my car and going up the street to, what is it called? Barnaby's? Let me look it up.
I go driving in my car. It's not quite as bad you are.
We got a fast car.
Yeah. Oh, I love that song. Oh, I love it.
Tracy.
Well, I'm going to head out, guys, so I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Oh,
thank you very much for joining us. It's all the very best. Don't, stay out of trouble there, and, we'll see you soon. Thanks for joining us.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Thank you.
Thanks for calling, sweetheart.
Right.
Speak soon.
You're welcome. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye now. There's a couple places. There's Kings Row Gastro Pub. I forgot how good that was. That's right next to the place I'm thinking of. Lucky Baldwin's. Lucky Baldwin's is another Irish pub.
Okay.
Griffins of Kinsale. That's in South Pass. I'm going to be playing shows there. We'll talk about that later. I'm playing there. There's also, my God, there's so many of them. Kings Row Gastro Pub. I just said. Lucky Baldwin's. I just said that too, didn't I?
Yes.
Yard House is an Irish pub. That's a national chain, so I can't find it. Barnaby's or something, I forget. But anyway, I think I'm going to go there for dinner tonight. Because why? Because being on the show made me mouth-watering hungry for that kind of...
I know, right? Whenever you hear somebody talk about food, whenever you see somebody eating food on YouTube or a cooking show, no matter what it is, or even a movie, you just want what you see, and it's just like, I
want some spaghetti and balls. I want some spaghetti and
yes.
Now you got me hungry for that.
Oh,
I haven't eaten anything all day. Guess what I spent my day doing? I haven't eaten anything all day today. I just had one little hot dog thing. That's all I had. Guess what I spent all day doing?
Music?
Mixing. You got it. Mixing. Yeah. And guess who I was mixing with?
Kevin. How is that going, by the way?
It's going like this. We're almost done. We're almost. We're so close to being finished. What I might even do, we have enough time here. What I might even do is, let me see if I can make this happen quickly. Yeah, why don't we? Because we have a few minutes left of the show, right? We do.
We do.
So maybe what I'll do is close out the show with a rough version of Kevin Michaels' song "For You." Wouldn't that be cool to do? If I can get it on our show, if I can make it work,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This show, it's always such a fun time coming on the show and doing this. I mean, it's really.
I know, right?
It's a fun time.
We have a great time together.
Yeah, we bring each other energy up.
Yeah.
We really do. It's happening. I can get it. So we'll play For You, or part of it. I want you guys hang in. I want to know what you think of it so far.
Okay.
And let's say if it actually worked.
All right.
Come on. Oh man, it's taking its time. I'll find it. Kevin Michaels, by the way, has been a guest of the show. He's actually subbed in for me, on the show, and he's a very accomplished singer-songwriter with a significant background in the rock and roll business. A very close friend of the Beatles and John Lennon, and currently Ringo and Paul. And he's fresh out of the gate with the country twist to his music and songwriting. His last song, Down Home Georgia, we talked a lot about on the show, went number one for 3 weeks. And we feel this For You tune that we're painfully mixing over the past several months, long story, is probably next to hit the charts. So, we don't know. We'll see what happens. But that's what I did today. We're almost done, by the way, guys. I think we're going to be mastering the tune next time, and we'll be done. We're about done mixing. A few little tweaks, a few minor tweaks, and we'll finally be done with this tune. Anyway.
That'll be great. I mean, I know you're all eager to get it finished.
Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah. We're almost done. We're almost out of here. So, I don't know if this worked or not. Yeah, I got it. Amanda, why don't you get us out of here? I'll put on For You.
Okay, so on behalf of the wonderful Andy Kimball, myself, Amanda Love, and our wonderful coordinator, and the legend that is Cornell Butler, thank you for joining our show. We love you. Listen to this. Goodbye.
I love you more than I have ever loved before. forevermore. I will love you till the end. For you, I have waited all my life. This chance may never come again. For you are the answer to my dreams, and I will love you till the end. For every kindred eye I have caught within a crowd, your eyes reached out and called my name. And if my words could only get to you, I know my love can do the same.